Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we have a story titled Girlfriend of 4 years cheated with my friend. Goddamn. Before we get into the video, just wanted to remind you of the Patreon channel. Once again, the description is in the link. Yeah, the link is in the description if you want to check it out. Head down there, I get to read more stories, I get to say things I can't say on YouTube. Cussing basically. And yeah, if that sounds interesting, make sure you check it out. It's in the description down below. But yeah, we'll get straight into the video now. This happened a few months ago. My 21 male girlfriend, 21 female, cheated in our apartment while I was asleep in our bedroom. It started when summer was just beginning and we wanted friends over to our apartment to hang out and have some drinks and bonfires and just have fun. What the hell? By chance, I was picking up food for the both of us when all of my childhood best friends, about 6 guys, showed up together to where I was picking up the food. I was excited to see them all, and it was a Friday night. So I invited all of them back to our apartment to have a bonfire and hang out. They all accepted, and that night was one of the best nights I had in a long while. This began to be an event we had every weekend, and we were all loving it. My girlfriend always has been too touchy when she had been drinking, but she had always assured me she would never ever cheat. And that she despised cheaters. So I wasn't too concerned when she was talking to my friends and getting a little close, because I had absolute trust in her. Yeah, just because they say they despise cheaters, don't mean they do. That I've know from personal experience. Yeah, it's hard because you're meant to trust somebody. You do trust somebody and like they reassure you, but this is like one of those moments where it's like you can't trust anybody. Sometimes you just can't trust anyone. One of my friends had recently gotten out of a long relationship and he was a lonely person. They had some things in common and that would keep them talking through most of the night. One thing I bonded over was that they both had lost an uncle that they cared about. She called it trauma bonding. Okay. Fast forward a few weeks and we're still having the get-togethers. We partied until about 6 a.m. and I decided to smoke some with a few friends. And that ended up putting me right to bed. I passed out on our couch and I woke up in our bedroom around noon pretty hungover. I got up because my girlfriend wasn't with me in bed, and I walked out to the living room, and it was just the two of them. They were both fully clothed and listening to music. I sat down next to her for a minute before I suggested that we get to bed. As soon as we laid down, she started crying softly and said, "I love you." Instantly, I knew something had happened. The problem is, my mind would go straight to something bad happened, like for her, like something happened to her. But we obviously know that's not the case. She told me they got really drunk and he kissed her, but it was nothing more than that. You already know it's going to be more than that. I was angry and I wanted so badly to do something, but she begged me not to be mad at him or to hurt him. So I obliged. I bottled my anger and I drove him home. I felt off all day and had asked her multiple times if anything else had happened. And she assured me every time that nothing else happened. We know that something else happened, guys. The next night, I was working a graveyard shift and my girlfriend went out to the bar with the same people. I felt insecure leaving her around him, so I left work to go to that bar. She flipped on me, calling me a female dog and telling me that I didn't trust her and that I only left work to babysit her. That sounds like a sus person, honestly. That's really weird and sus. Come on. Make it more obvious. One of my friends told me that he saw her phone, that she messaged her sister admitting that she actually did cheat. Okay, that's a real one. I left the bar in anger, but eventually I got her to go back to our apartment where I gave her an ultimatum. Either you tell me the truth right now or I leave. I never thought for a second that she had actually had intercourse with him because I had absolute trust in her. When presented with the ultimatum, she said, "If I tell you, then you'll leave me." Okay, okay, you just told her. You just told him. You just told him. And right at that second, I knew. I packed some suitcases and drove to my mum's, where I broke down. I tried to message the friend that did this, and all I asked him was, why? He then blocked me on everything. Yeah, friend. Still currently staying at my mum's, but I'm not quite sure where to go from here. The guilt she felt is good because she deserves, like, one thing I feel like I love to see a bit of, like, shame from the person and guilt, which she did. But she knew what she was doing. She literally said, if I tell you, you're gonna leave. Like, she didn't have to tell you. That sentence is enough. You know what she done. There's comments. We'll get into the comments. I'm happy, before we get into the comments actually, I'm happy he left straight away. Like, first comment says, text a mass message to the friend group letting them know what a prick he is and block her on everything. And then they give like an example of what he could say. I don't know if you heard, but me and girlfriend's name are done. Our so-called friend, his name, effed her while I was passed out. I will not be having any communication with him whatsoever. If you guys still want to be friends with this backstabbing POS, piece of sugar honey iced tea, that's up to you. But just know I will not be anywhere he is if he is there. And if you want me to still be around, that's something you'll have to decide if you can accept. Another comment replied saying, do this, he sounds like a scumbag and totally deserves it. And people were just like, great suggestion here. This, you have to let the group know what a sugar honey ice tea head and scum that friend is. Also let your own friend group know your ex-girlfriend cheated. Yeah. I would tell everyone though. I don't care, I would air it out. And then yeah, people are like, yeah, they need to know. Agreed. Or that sugar honey iced tea will do it to other people. And then somebody else just commented saying, first of all, trauma bonding is when a person falls for someone who is abusing them. What she had going on was called an emotional, which led to sexual affair. No, for real, trauma bonding is like used so lightly now. She also said, absolutely 100% cut him off. No text or words is beneath you. The same goes for her. Cut your losses and move on. Don't involve friends they know. Text them, hang with them, and act like you are living your best life. Nothing pisses people off more than when you're happy and okay. Hit up one of your old girlfriends, even if it's just for a beer. You'll feel better. Glad you found out now than after you're married. Or worse, had a child. I always say that when it's the children, it's worse. Or marriage too. Yeah. I would tell the friends, honestly. Kind of just because they deserve to know. Or maybe just like say like I've broken up, and if they ask why, be like, oh, she cheated on me with so and so. You know, I don't know, I don't think anyone should get off so easily because come on, you cheated. You both were in an act of cheating / home wrecking. You don't deserve to be all picture perfect in everyone else's eyes still. I'm happy he got out, really. Like, I'm always saying leave in most situations. Anyways, there's not much else I can say. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this story in the comments down below. Did you enjoy it? What advice would you give? What would you do? All that kind of stuff. You already know. That's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and to like. Don't forget about the Patreon channel either. The description is the link. Yeah, the link is in the description. If you want to check it out, check it out. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye.